Hello and welcome to the Creative Kobold. I'm Gaira and today I want to show off some miniatures that I got recently. I purchased these from the user Evil Twin Mason over at the Cheap Miniatures Discord server. Link in the description. I paid a total of $30 for 35 miniatures and international shipping from the US to Norway. For a random selection of miniatures. It's very cool to see what he got me, and I don't know where half of these miniatures are from, so if you know, please write it in the comments. Okay, let's get started. This one is one I do already own. This is one of the Technolog miniatures from Russia. The Iron Ogres or Orcs, which are 54mm scale. Very cool for having armored ogres. They work perfectly for that in D&D. Some of these, as you can see with this one, already have some paint on them, but that's okay. So that's very cool. Then we have this guy. This is from one of the Arcane Legions booster packs. Arcane Legions was a game that I don't think they make them anymore, but it was the first video on my channel was about these guys. They come pre-painted, although not overly well painted, but you know, it's a bit of color, and I think this one works quite well as some sort of flesh golem-ish creature. Then we have this guy. It's got like a skull flail. I have no idea where this guy's from, but I really like him. Very cool, and he's definitely got some intimidating presence. Now here is one official D&D miniature from the Dungeon of the Mad Mage board game, unpainted. It's the Veteran. Now I already have this guy pre-painted, a couple of them, but it's very cool to have, and can probably paint him up a bit differently than the one I already own. Here's a rather large werewolf type creature. It's got like a knife and a spear which has broken off. That's okay, I might actually just remove that entirely or switch it out. Anyway, it's a very cool sculpt. No idea where it's from though. Very nice. Oh, this one's interesting. This looks like some sort of reptilian creature, like a reptile folk. Is this cool mini or not? I think it is, based on the base here. But yeah, it's a reptile folk with a blowgun. It's quite interesting. So here's a soldier of some sorts. He has two spears and a shield, a round shield. Kind of got that mohawk going on his helmet there. So he's got some priming done with some zenithal priming with the white from above there. so I don't have to do that. Looks sort of Greek. Oh, it's kind of hard to tell the details because of the zenithal priming at the moment, but he's got like this lion's head on his shoulder there. That's pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, here's another guy. This is a RMP. Reaper miniatures? No, I don't think so. I have no idea what RMP is. Anyway, this looks like sort of Dragonborn or half dragon. More like Dragonborns don't have tails generally. It's wearing this sort of, or holding this sort of it's not quite staff, it's like more a standard. Might switch that out with an actual weapon, but we'll see. Either way, it's a rather cool miniature. Oh, here's an interesting one. This guy's got a big maw, even though he's not that big himself. This sort of reminds me of one of the larger besieged creatures. Don't remember the name of it, but I do think it's in one of my videos. That one also had like this huge maw and sort of the same, looked like the sort of same type of creature, but I think that one had 6 legs. But yeah, this is pretty cool. No idea what I can use it for, but I think I can definitely use it for something. Let's see here. Oh look, this is a full-on gnoll with a sword. It's like a gladius style sword or similar. Anyway, it's very cool. Classic hyena gnoll creature. This looks to me like some sort of earth elemental. So that's probably what I'm gonna paint him up as. Looks like he's about to hurl a large rock. It's kind of made from his own material. He's got this huge mouth as well. Very cool. Let's see what's next. Here's... what's this? This sort of looks like a hag. But is that an extra arm coming out there? Yeah, that's like extra hand just coming out of its rib cage, sort of. Kind of creepy. Sort of in the middle of weaving a spell. This can definitely be used for some hag creature. Not sure what I'm gonna do about that extra hand though. We'll see. And what do we have here? Here we have an archer. Old classic archer. Got the zenithal priming done as well. About to pull out a new arrow from the quiver. Yeah, she looks great. And here, I believe this is from the Rune Wars miniatures game. I don't have this guy though, because there are a lot of or Rune Wars stuff I don't have. I mostly have the core set. But this demon looking guy Looks very interesting. Can definitely be used for something. Yeah. And here is a guy based on a washer. This looks like a giant rat with two tails and spikes coming out of his back, kind of like a dire rat. If you remember, at least in the old 3rd edition D&D, you had dire creature. They usually had spikes coming out of their spines and stuff. This is a rather menacing looking rat creature. And we have another D&D, official D&D miniatures. Hypnotic Spirit from one of the board games. I believe it's from Chardonnay. It might be from The Legend of Drizzt. But it's definitely from one of those two, because those are the two of those games I have, and I have several of this miniature. It's a very nice miniature, or ghost miniature, so I'm quite happy to have it. Kinda like the translucent material they've used for those as well, because definitely you can just dry brush it and it'll look good. Here's another guy, more zenithal priming on this one. I have no idea what this is or where this is from, but he looks like some sort of I mean, he looks like he used to be human. Now he's just all sorts of wrong. I don't think this guy is living his best life. Here's an interesting guy. This looks like some sort of Cthulhu based miniature. Some cultist that's kind of taken over by the Great Old One. I mean, it could definitely be used for some Mind Flayer stuff as well, but I think the cultist, the whole cultist deal sort of works against that idea, at least in my mind. Either way, it's super cool. A bit large for most human type creatures though. Definitely usable. No idea where it's actually from though. Oh, here's an interesting one. Good old Jack. Oh yeah, there's someone in that bag. A hand sticking out of a hole there. Yeah, this is very cool. This is definitely a Halloween one-shot encounter. No doubt about that. If someone could tell me where this is from, I'd love to find out. This seems to be a resin miniature, and highly detailed. Super awesome. Let's see what this is. This guy looks pretty crazy. It's got like hooves, but his head sort of like got a beak with teeth in it. This one's all sorts of crazy. I will say that I don't actually know where this is from, but the material is very Games Workshop, so I am guessing this is Warhammer. Both the style of the sculpt and the material is very, very Games Workshop. It's very cool. I'm actually looking forward to painting this guy up because he looks very interesting. Would definitely be some sort of a unique boss creature. And what do we have here? This is some sort of devil looking guy. Yeah. So this could easily be a tiefling. Could probably be some other creature as well. And there are, of course, legions of very human-looking demons and devils out there. So it could definitely be one of those as well. Looks like he's about to hurl some fire from his hand, and then he's got... Is that a dagger in his other hand? Yeah. Very nice. Whoa, here's another sort of earth elemental looking guy, similar to that big one before, but this one also wielding a sword and shield that also looks like they are made of out of stone. And there's some armor on him as well. I gotta take a closer look at this miniature. Again, this is RMP, but that's just a base. Yeah, I think these bases might be Reaper miniatures, but not the actual miniatures. Those are probably from somewhere else. What's this one? Is this? I believe this is another Games Workshop Warhammer creature. Very interesting. I would definitely use this as some sort of demon creature as well. Then we have this crazy guy. This looks like some sort of armored ogre type creature. Not quite that big. Maybe some half ogre or large orc type. Got like this very patchy armor. Got some wounds on the back there. Very cool. Here is an already painted creature. I might have to touch it up, but it looks like a decent paint job otherwise. Definitely some sort of demon or devil, some sort of fiend. Got a wicked looking scythe weapon. Very cool. And then we have this one. That's another demon devil looking thing. I think this one is from the same game as the other one just a couple of miniatures ago. Got two blades connected to the arms there. Oh, there we go. And the tail outfit is kinda skimpy, which is I always find it a bit weird, but you know, whatever. What's this then? This looks like some sort of maybe a aquatic looking guy. I have no idea where this one's from. It's got like a trident, but just a just tip of it. Maybe it's just broken off. Would be a weird position to hold it in if it had just broken off, because then it would be like out to here. Well, very interesting looking anyway. It could be some sort of Sahagin or something like that, I guess. Here we have some sort of zombie runner. Might be from the zombie side or something like that. It's a very interesting pose for a zombie type creature, so definitely don't have any running zombies in my collection already, so very happy about adding this. What's this then? This seems to be a couple of little imps playing in a bunch of fire. That's fun. That's fun. I like that. I don't know how or when I will be able to put this in an encounter, but it's super cool. Here's an interesting one. Based on the look of the base, I would say this is probably from Mantic Games. Some sort of like spectre, or maybe a type of lich queen. Super awesome anyway. Really like this one. We have this guy. This is definitely some sort of earth elemental. No idea where it's from. The material is slightly bendy. Just not much, but little. Very cool. If anyone knows where this is from, please tell me. And here is what looks to me like a orc zombie, or just orc. I mean, kind of feels zombie-like with his pose there and all the rags. Doesn't have to be, I guess. But those legs and those arms kind of feels like he's shambling, you know? Very cool. And here's another, is what looks to me like some sort of aquatic guy with a spear that has an added sort of and a spear with an added spear, and a spear with a added knife onto it. Got this, like, is that sort of tentacle sticking out of his back there? I think it is. Yeah, multiple ones actually. It's weird. It's a very interesting miniature. I have to take a closer look at him later. Then the last one is this. Oh, he looks crazy. He definitely looks crazy. He's definitely a bit oversized as well, in terms of scale. But, you know, this looks like some sort of zombie ghost version of some half giant or something like that. And I love the pose. It's super creepy. So yeah, that's it. Let's box here. Whoop. Just gonna push all of these onto here. So that's a lot of miniatures for $30, including shipping. Thanks a bunch to Evil Twin Mason. I highly suggest you go check out the Cheap Miniatures Discord server if you're on Discord. It's a great place to find out about good deals on miniatures and just, you know, generally talk to miniatures about a bunch of other guys. So yeah, check out that link in the description. And I'll see you in the next video.